Hey friends, and welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about editing Leaderhead, specifically in Blender, and removing things. Now, removing and editing things is easier than adding new things. And one of the reasons for that is the bones of the Leaderhead. So, if you've done anything with the units, you already understand this, but each of the little vertices that the 3D model is made up of are connected to a bone. But what we're talking about today is how to remove them. What's nice is you do not have to redo any of the skinning. You can just delete what you don't like and just keep rolling, just like in the NIF scope. Except in Blender, you can delete specifically what you don't want instead of just whole object groups. It's so nice. So that's what we're going to learn how to do today. I think this will help a lot of people. This is where I got stuck. This is the very first thing I wanted to do on so many Leaderheads, just delete like some random jewelry they were wearing or something, and I couldn't. So let's get down to business. You can do everything you need to do in Blender 3.4, the new one. I was wrong before. I thought you had to use the old version. That is not true. I just tested it. You can use the new version. Yes. All right. After you've installed Blender 3.4, you need to install the Blender NIF Tools add-on. This add-on will let you import and export NIFs. This is required because this is what Civ4 uses. To do that, you'll go to this website, and we're going to follow this handy image guide that they put together. These people are awesome. The first thing you do is visit the website, which is on GitHub. It's called Blender NIF Tools add-on. Surprise, surprise. You're going to go down, and the latest release zip file will be at the top. Click the link as shown. Download it. Put it in your downloads folder. That's fine. Go to Blender. Press Edit. Go to Preferences. Then you'll be in Add-ons. Press Install. Then go find your file you downloaded, press Install Add-on. Boom. Done. It should automatically show you anyway. You may have to enable it, but mine enabled automatically. I don't know. And boom, save preferences. You can now import and export NIFs. It's that easy. These people are awesome. Huge shout out to Kandaran and whoever else is working on this. Now, the information we're using comes from the Leaderhead guide by Ekmek, so be sure to check that out. I'll see if we can find that on Civ Fanatics here real quick. Civ4 downloads, tutorials and references. It's 2009. Let's look here for a second. I know it was around here somewhere, 2008. Man, somebody hasn't put anything in here in a while. Right here. How to make Leaderheads, Ekmek's guide. This is required viewing. This is so useful. You can find out so much more stuff than what I'm going to show you today. Just go read it. It's not that hard to understand. But anyway, let's import our Leaderhead, okay? All right, boom, we have our Leaderhead here. Now, I'm going to show you how to do this. I'm also going to show you what you need to put for the export, not the actual export. Exporting is hard on the machine, and I'm recording, so I don't want to, burn my processor out. Here's what we're doing. Okay, these are the bones, all this craziness. You can just hide this by clicking this button. Boom, they're gone. Now you can see what you're working with. They're not deleted. They're still there. They're just hidden. It's so nice. Right over here. Hide, unhide. Or press H when they're unhidden on your selection. Now, there's a ton of buttons in Blender, and it can be super intimidating. Just know that the main thing you're doing is right up here in this corner, object mode. This is where you're selecting objects. This is how Blender groups things. You will be familiar with it because it's kind of like NIF scope. But you click here on the object mode. You click on, we're going to click on his jewelry. And Tan wanted to remove the face jewelry so that he can add a helmet later, I think. So here's what we're going to do. We click on that, what we want to edit. And then you go up here to object mode and you switch it to edit mode. Now you can see the individual vertices. Now, the way I'm scrolling in and out, I'm using my mouse wheel. If I want to move up and down, I hold shift and move my mouse back and forth. So you just hold shift if you want to move up and down, then click your mouse wheel in. Boom. Okay, I do not know what you're supposed to do if you have just a trackpad. I'm sorry. Go get a mouse. All right, now deselect everything by just clicking, left clicking off. Now, the easiest way to do this is what we're going to do is come up here to this side, up here on the top right of the viewport, and there's something called toggle X-ray. Click that, and then you'll be able to see around side the back. Okay? Now that you've got that done, remember, we went from object mode, we click the jewelry, then we press edit mode. Now you're going to scroll up here, and I'm getting this very specific so that all the things I want to delete are in a 2D box. And the reason is if you hit the B key, it opens the box select. And then you can draw a box. Now make sure you did not catch any of the things around his neck because we're not deleting that unless you are, I don't know. All right. And then once you get all the ones you wanted to delete by using B, now let's say you accidentally, let me go ahead and delete. Let's say you got all of them and then you accidentally did this. If you hit Control Z, you can go back to what you just selected. It counts as a selection as a change. Then you're going to go up here. You can press B again, and it'll just keep adding. Oh, look, I got too many. So I'm just going to press Control Z. I'm going to be more careful. Got it. Okay. Now that we've got what we want to do, all you have to do is hit delete, the delete key on your keyboard, and press vertices. Boom, done. No re-rigging on Blender. You do have to do a NIF swap, but no re-rigging. What? That's because the bones, the vertices tell which bone they're connected to, not vice versa. So it's super nice. You can just delete whatever you don't want and then NIF swap, you're done. Okay, so we went to object mode, we went to edit mode, we selected what we wanted. The easiest way is with B, box, and then you just 2D select what you want by twisting around. Now we're going to go back to object mode. This part's optional, but we're going to reveal this. We're going to select everything. Just hit the A key. If you hit A, it selects everything or deselects everything. All right. Once you have everything selected, press File, Export. Then what you want to do is name it. Do not override your original file, or you'll have to go download it again if you made any mistake and you've got a NIF swap. So don't. And make sure you deselect skin partition. Civ 4 does bones differently than the default skin partition. Do not let it do skin partition. It will ruin your export. I cannot remember if we've talked about this before in our units once, but do not use skin partition. All right, I think I've made myself emphatic enough. Then hit export NIF. I'm not going to do that. That would be a bad idea for my computer. Got to make sure I keep recording. All right, I'm going to close this out. You can save this, by the way, as a blend if you just want to save it somewhere, and it'll keep your edits in an easier to access thing than importing and exporting constantly. All right, let's close this. No, I don't really want to save again. Now go back over here to my files, and I'm going to go. Now we're going to do the NIF swap. So you go to the one you exported. Wow, look at that. That's so nice. It's exported. All right, then you go to the original one. All right. This is the original guy, so he has the correct bone structure. This is the exported guy. Make sure you exported your bones with it. That's fine, but we're just going to NIF swap it on there. I've already tested this. This works. All right, you copy your branch. I'm kind of doing this like you already know how to do this because I'm assuming you watched the weapon swapping thing. Press copy branch. Go over here. Now, when we paste this in, you can just paste it in with the other one right there. Ooh, seen double. All right, so we paste this in at the same parent as the parent of the original guy. And we notice that it's slightly off. So what we're going to do is edit. This happens sometimes. You just edit it until they line up. Apparently on this leaderhead, it's 3 over on the Z. All right, that was under transform edit, by the way. Which one's the original? Right here. Delete the original. Goodbye. Now we can delete the jewelry. Go back to our edited version. Copy branch. Here he is. Oh, here he is, by the way, if you just want him without the jewelry, but I doubt you did that. You could just do that NIF. All right. Paste the branch. Obviously, it's scooted over 3. So we go to edit. We go 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoops, too far. 4. All right, 3. There we go. Boom. Now you save this. Again, I don't recommend you save it as the original. Save it as new. And then load up your mod and see if it works. All right, I have him as Cyrus on this mod today. Boom. There he is. No jewelry. All right, I hope you enjoyed that video. Make sure to go back and watch the parts again if I talked too fast at some parts. Basics. Object mode. Click what you want. Edit. Remove what you don't want. Then export. Do not use skin partition. Then NIF swap by copying him and pasting him. I did not go over the NIF swap in detail. I went quickly because we've done it before. So it's really easy. All right. Hope you enjoyed that. And I will catch you in the next video.